Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Ridiculous. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 161 of the most dangerous, fucked up movie review podcast on Earth, the Film Blurs. I am Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. Uncle Jeffrey, a.k.a. J. Otis Dynamite, a.k.a. Praetorian Jeff, Revengeman Button, He Who Remains, Petty Ruxpin, Jobu Tupaki, Little Tom, this motherfucker, TBD, to be determined, Black Giovanni Ribisi, Chocolate Tarantino, Ebony Spielberg, the final boss. And I'm joined here, as always, with my friend and co-host.
What's up, ball bags? It's Brandon Norwood, a.k.a. hero protagonist, moving backwards through time, saving battered wives and their children from Russian oligarchs and saving the world from being destroyed. A.k.a. the true father of Joe, Kanye, and Drake's kids. Yo, Drake, he's still slandering you on tours, nigga. Now he's doing a fake deposition on tour. That shit's hilarious. I'm like, fuck, man, I wish I wasn't so broke. Get them tickets right now. A.k.a. Poppy Chulo, still eating all your jello and getting all the women in your life pregnant and sticking Molly up their butt. How you like that? AKA the Glizzy King. AKA Mr. Krusty. Janie's got it crustier. AKA
I want to do a whole entire Mr. Krusty album of you just doing covers of Aerosmith.
Oh shit. AKA the Lethal Protector. AKA it's Morbin time. AKA Ezekiel Sims, bad ADR, don't match my mouth. AKA Craven with a K. Bringing in the Russian choir for me. AKA my biggest pet peeve is sports because I don't like seeing grown men sweat on each other. AKA the Zooted God. AKA I want a Subaru Outback with mad strippers in the back of his shape-ups. AKA Rough McGruff. AKA These Nuts. And AKA B-Wood the Magnificent. All right, Jeff. What
Wait. We got a special guest today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yo, Trey, introduce yourself. My brother's here.
What's up, y'all? I'm Trey. I'm Brandon's younger brother. I have no AKAs. I said that last time I was on here. I'll work on it. I promise. How y'all doing?
I keep forgetting. We got like 3 unofficial members, right? Like Trey's one, Jamal's one, Carl's one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like they need to get on their AKAs.
Like we got literally 3
5
unofficial members. Yeah,
I got you.
So let's get into this. The only 2 pieces of news we're going to get into. The first one is great, but also fucking infuriating. So we've talked about this on the show in the past. Apparently, in order, the Academy voters don't have to watch all of the movies in order to vote on them, which is the most asinine, dumbass thing ever, right? So they've just made an official rule now that if you are going to vote for Best Picture, you have to watch all the nominees, which makes fucking sense, right? Like, I don't understand how this wasn't always the rule.
Yo, I mean, I remember reading in Entertainment Weekly, I want to say a decade or more ago, that there was a nun who is in the Academy because she was only in 3 or 4 movies before she was like, you know what, I want to be a nun. And she's still in the shit and she still votes. And I remember that year, I can't remember which, but she was talking about all the movies nominated for Best Picture. And I was just like, yo, you have no taste. And it's wild that you haven't worked in over 40 years and you're still allowed to participate.
I don't even know how you become an Academy voter besides being in the industry.
Right.
But like, maybe they need to reevaluate everything that has to do with the Oscars.
Yo, look, there's a famous dude. Well, I shouldn't say he's famous, but there's a dude I follow for box office named Gitesh Panda. Shout out to him. He's at screenings. I don't know what he looks like, but apparently he comes to screenings and shit. He's so popular on Twitter now. He's an Academy member.
Oh dang.
Oh
yeah.
Wow, so that's all it takes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, can I become an Academy member? Like I see literally everything, like to the point where it's literally driving me crazy. Like I will see Uncle Joe's barbershop made on $2, and I'm just like, what do I have to do? Same with a film journalist I respect named Sean Fennessy. Even he's like, yeah, I see everything. And I'm just like, maybe me and him should be in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like honestly, the criteria is so secret, but yet also so fucking confoundingly dumb, right? That yeah. I don't know. Do you have to work in the industry? Do you have to produce something? Do you have to be an actor? Do you have to be a reviewer? What is the criteria?
I don't know, but I look. I will join as many guilds as I can possible. So like, yo, let me in.
Yeah, there we
go. Hey man, let me in. Let me in, man.
Well, isn't there like for some of the specialized categories too? Like once everybody votes, don't like people within those specified like industries also make the final votes, like for documentary and stuff like that?
Yeah, but like, so there's a blanket vote. Like they'll get the short list, and then they vote from the short list, and then whatever gets in, primarily it's the field that you work in, you vote for, but everybody votes for the shit.
Yeah,
that's why when you see the anonymous ballots, you'll see like people be like, "Oh, I abstained from shorts because I ain't watched shorts this year," and I'm like, "No, nigga, that's your job to watch the shorts."
Right. Like you wanna say you're an Academy member, right? You got to do Academy member shit, like watch the fucking movies.
Yeah, man. Like in a short movie, that should be easy. Fucking 10, 20 minutes at most. Right. And there's only 5 of them motherfuckers. Like you don't even have to participate in the short list. At least participate in the final nominees, man. There's 5. That's about like an hour and a half, maybe.
Maybe.
If that.
Maybe.
Like right? Fuck you.
It's just if we've watched all of the nominees, they should be able to watch all the nominees.
Yeah, nigga, I sat through the Brutalist 3 times, bro. I don't want to hear it. Like, fuck you.
And that's crazy too, because that's the one that people were like, "Yeah, I'm not finishing that one," or "I'm just not going to watch that one because it's too long." I'm like, but that's what you're supposed to do,
right? That's the thing.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
And what else is happening with the Academy? Oh, in 2027, now stunts is going to be a category, which is fucking fantastic.
It's long overdue, but it should not take till 2027. Like that shit should be implemented next year.
Right. Like, why not now?
Like fucking Mission Impossible coming out in like 4 weeks. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
It's because it lines up with one of their anniversaries. It's like the 150th or something like that. It's one of the big anniversaries of the Academy, and they're like, yeah, that's why we're premiering it and debuting it this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
disrespectful to Tom Cruise in the final Mission Impossible, and he's just going to miss out.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll see about that.
Yo, listen, it's final to me. Like I said, if Luther dies, it's final for me, nigga. Like I will go out of my way. I'll be on a warpath and make sure that this is the final one.
Look, if they can bring back Gal Gadot in the fucking Fast and Furious, they can resurrect Luther.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. The dude who's been Luther's literal day one.
Right, like he's from the jump. Has he been in every single one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I was about to say, like, there was one.
The only one he's not in it a lot, he's only makes a cameo, is Ghost Protocol. And that's the only thing preventing Ghost Protocol from being a masterpiece, is like they swapped him with Benji, and I'm just like, yo, fuck Benji.
Right. Right.
You have this nigga show up to have drinks at the end and just be like, all right, I'll see you in Kandahar. And I'm like, yo, I want to see that fucking mission. Them two in Kandahar doing whatever the fuck they doing. And the only other thing I will say about Mission Impossible 4, you get Michael Nyqvist, the original Mikhail Blomkamp from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Fantastic actor. And that he is wasted. Like, that villain fucking sucks. He was a better villain in John Wick 1 than he was in Mission Impossible 4. Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. R.I.P. Michael Nyqvist.
Yeah. All right. R.I.P. I guess the only other news, I guess it's not even news, is the Film Blurs were invited to the opening of Mission Impossible Story and Spectacle, now at the Museum of the Moving Image,
Right.
and they did a walkthrough, and it's pretty cool, right? Like, it takes up the whole entire third floor, and it is curated partially by Tom Cruise. So you have all of the original outfits from every movie, right? Like, for the big outfits, like the climbing up the sheer face of a rock wall from 2, or the stealth suit from 1. That shit is all suspended in their like positions all above
I
these
heard
displays.
you told me there's a DJ table there and you were confused, and I didn't want to say it in a text because I was busy when you sent that shit, and I was just like, I forgot to respond to it. But
Right.
that turntable is from 5. That's right at the beginning where he goes into the record store to listen to the mission, and then old girl gets assassinated. I was like, damn, that like fucking fresh out of college IMF agent gets like fucking murdered right in front of him, and there's nothing he can do.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, bring back Solomon Lane, man. He was a great villain. Fuck this AI and Knives McGee.
I mean, he's still in prison, right?
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah,
dead.
He's still alive. They can bring him back. Maybe they'll bring him back for the final.
They should have had they should have really had fucking Solomon Lane should have been the villain for the rest of the shit. Like, he should be like the Emperor Palpatine of Mission Impossible, bro.
Or the Thanos, right? Like,
yeah,
something.
man, yeah. Instead, we got fucking Knives McGee and AI.
Well,
Let's see how many. I wonder how many knives he's gonna pull out in Dead Reckoning Part 2.
So I gotta I told you about the story, right? So they have props from every the big props from all the movies displayed, and they have a dossier on it. And I'm walking, and one of the curators is like, "Oh yes, this is the AI from the last Mission Impossible," and I go, "Oh, so this is the AI from Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1." And I just look at her, and she gives me the scowl. It's like, we don't call it that. It's Dead Reckoning, and the next one is going to be Final Reckoning. It's like, sure, okay. Okay.
You know what, man? I like that you're trolling her, but also let's make a bet. All 3 of us.
Right.
I'm gonna predict 10 knives that he's gonna pull out. 10
at the same time or throughout the movie?
Throughout the movie, just randomly reach in his coat pocket, and because that shit got retarded in the fucking on the train. Like, my man just kept pulling out, and like, that nigga was like the Joker. Remember the Joker in Batman 1 where he pulled out the gun and that shit kept going and going? Like, that was him with them knives. It got to a point where I'm like, bro, where you got these knives, bro? Like, I expected him to be like Gold Member and like deattach his dick, and his dick was like.
So, all right. So I'm going to say, right, you say 10 knives. I'm going to go 6 knives, 2 swords.
Ooh.
That's right. He did fight with swords.
2 swords.
Fucking racist ass shit.
I'm going to say 0, just because I think that would make that shit hilarious if they completely drop the knife bit. Like, his whole shit was knives, and then they just don't bring it back. I think that'd be hilarious, to be honest with you.
But like, they've already shot the shit, so they're going to have to like AI CGI it out, so it's just him like making finger guns,
like what Spielberg did with that one cut of ET with the guns,
with the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Walkie-talkies now.
And then he changed that shit back.
Honestly, yo, look, it was the 80s. Like, yo, fucking cops do that shit today, dog. Like, I watch videos on Instagram right now where there's kids riding their bikes and they're like, get off your bike, and pulling out the wild fucking 9mm. I'm like, bro, they're 6 years old riding a bike.
I mean, they gotta learn. They gotta learn.
I mean, that did happen though. Like, what was that? 10 years ago, they shot a black kid in a park because he was playing with a water gun that they thought was a real gun, and he was like 8 years old.
Right, bright blue, fucking orange tip.
I literally shit you not when I saw a cop tackle a kid, like a 6-year-old kid, off a bike with the gun in his hand. I'm just like, bro, like,
yeah, that's
like,
just how
come on.
trained,
It's like,
bro.
who hurt you in high school?
Yeah,
right?
Jesus Christ.
So anyway, story and spectacle at the Museum of the Moving Image. It's a great addition to that whole entire museum. That's the first time I ever went to that museum, and it is lovely. It is wonderful.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's your first time there?
That's my first time there, and it's dumb easy to get to by train.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, me and my brother, we went there to see a 35mm print of the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. I won these tickets, by the way, because that shit was sold out. It sold out as soon as they went on sale. Had a Q&A with Andrew Dominic afterwards.
I still remember that. That was dope.
Yeah. And then we went there again. Guess what, Jeff? Not only did we walk through and saw the now they took it down, but they had a whole Jim Henson exhibit. I still got them photos.
No, it's still up.
I was gonna say, they said they were trying to keep that as long as they can.
Yeah, they're like, that's now a permanent fixture.
Damn, because when we went, that was like, oh yeah, this shit is gonna go soon.
Yeah, they're never getting rid of that.
So guess what we did after that?
I don't know.
No, nigga, we saw 2001: A Space Odyssey in 70mm.
Okay,
that was actually my first time seeing it all the way through too.
All right, so that was a good fucking day.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was a good fucking day.
And then 2 months later, got to see it in 70mm on the 8-story IMAX.
I was not there for that.
That must have been hot. There is actually a screening of 2001 in 70 in Philly this weekend.
Oh,
that I'm going to try to get to if I can.
Oh yeah.
Look, the only movie I want to see in 70mm, but it literally has to be at either Lincoln Square or Lincoln Center itself, is fucking Lawrence of Arabia. Like, before I die, I need to see Lawrence of Arabia in 70mm. And I don't understand how Sony hasn't capitalized off that shit. Like, I would, like, you know, at the end of August when it's dead, I would put that shit, be like, nationwide 70mm re-release of, you know how much money you'd make off that motherfucker? And you just get every filmmaker would come out and be like, support this. Like, you know, every fucking filmmaker, and that shit would make money.
Because they don't think like that, man. They don't, they got to make it.
Come on, man. If Warner Brothers, of all people, did a nationwide re-release of 2001 and made money off of it, why the fuck can't Sony do it? Like, y'all are stupid.
Sony don't think like that.
Look, they're just trying to make all of the bad B-level superhero movies they can.
Yeah. I guess they worried about Black Cat and Silver Sable.
Right? There's fucking
Spider-Man's girlfriends. I guess that's gonna be the next fucking reject movie. Spider-Man's girlfriend, starring Black Cat, Silver Sable.
I was kind of looking forward to El Muerte.
Silk.
I forgot about that.
Who else is in Spider-Man's wheelhouse? So it'll be.
Well, they're doing Spider-Man Noir now for Amazon.
Yeah, but that's different. That's different. That's hot. That's gonna be hot.
I feel like at this point, Sony could just make more money selling the shit back to Disney.
See, from our mouths to their ears, hopefully. At this point, hopefully, but like, I guarantee you, the Spider-Man's girlfriends movies coming, like Gwen Stacy,
right,
as Spider-Gwen, Silver Sable, Black Cat. They'll probably do MJ as Spider-Woman. They'll probably have Jessica Drew in there as Spider-Woman too, just for shits and giggles.
Doesn't Spider-Man have a mole man?
No, that's Fantastic Four, nigga.
Okay, all right. So like,
apparently that's how that shit opens. They're gonna defeat Mole Man. I was like, y'all couldn't save Mole Man for the sequel, bro.
Again,
Like-
another reason why Brad Bird should have did that, because the first Incredibles ends with the Underminer, who is literally just Mole Man, bro. Like,
look.
Yo, here's my question. What if Fantastic Four is amazing, right?
Right.
And this makes mad money. What are they gonna do with the second one? Because you can't do Doctor Doom because you fucked that up now already. You can't do fucking Mole Man because now you're throwing him away, and Galactus is off the table. So what other Fantastic Four villains are there?
Man,
Namor.
Multiverse, baby.
They can't do Namor no more either.
Multiverse, baby. They can just run it back.
Well, the rumor is that Secret Wars is supposed to be closing off the multiverse, apparently.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Which is gonna kneecap them, to be honest.
we will see.
Yeah, because yo, it's still lame, bro. I think I have no faith in either one of these Avengers movies because that's so fucking lame. I'm not Tony. I'm Doom. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah.
Fucking Mads Mikkelsen's right there, man. Like, goddamn.
Mads has been there. He will always be there.
Like, goddamn. Like, Mads Mikkelsen is Dr. Doom, the most scariest motherfucker on earth. As Dr. Doom, has the Eastern European accent, has the look.
Like he is obvious. Right? Like the casting age, like any casting agent worth their salt was like, yeah, Mads Mikkelsen. Just put him on the top of the list.
It's either him or the dude who played the main character in The Square, and he's also been in other shit. I can't remember. I think his name's Kles Bang. I can't remember what homie's name is, but like him or Mads, man. I'm just like, instead we got fucking Robert Downey Jr. My man's decided to do this instead of the Odyssey. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dog?
He's making that money, man. Like Marvel bought him a private jet.
Yeah, and a whole fucking security team. I'm like, Robert, nobody's trying to kill you, man. I promise you that. Nobody's trying to kill you. I don't know why you need a whole fucking security team.
Good for him. Good. Like, get your money. Fucking get your money. Like, they gonna give it to you, take it.
Plus, people be crazy. We don't know who's trying to kill him. Somebody was stalking and set himself on fire in front of Miranda Cosgrove's house. Like, people just be out here tripping over anybody.
That's true. SNL last month, they had a bomb threat.
Yeah,
Really?
see? Yeah, like, motherfuckers are crazy now.
Yeah,
they've always been crazy. Now it's just it can hit Twitter faster.
So this is what happened, Jeff. Scarlett Johansson has this middle-aged stalker. Dude look exactly what you picture. Okay. He was gonna blow up SNL because of Colin Jost and to win Scarlett Johansson's heart. And I'm like, I don't know how you think you're gonna win her heart by blowing up her husband. Her husband that literally nobody has beef with. Like, he's one of the few white people where I'm like, yeah, if I was running Club Juke, I'd be like, yeah, you could come in. These other niggas can't.
Right. Like, and here's the thing: blowing up Colin Jost, that's not gonna win her affection. Fighting him hand to hand, bare knuckle boxing style, in the street, and then defeating him, maybe. Right?
Not even that, bro. Not even that. Like, yo, that anything you do to harm Colin Jost is just gonna make you look insane. Because Colin Jost literally has no beef with anybody.
Like, he's just Colin, right?
Exactly.
Colin.
He's literally everybody's punching bag to make jokes. Like,
he's
relax.
He was one of the few rich white people. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Come on, man.
It's cool.
You're gonna blow up one of America's institutions for Scarlett Johansson. Like, relax, bro.
And honestly,
and I don't mean that as any disrespect to Scarlett, but like, bro, I'm not going to destroy something I love so much over one person.
And honestly, I can pretty much guarantee this dude does not have the intelligence to actually make a bomb without blowing himself up.
I will say, when I read this, I was like, let me Google this motherfucker. And then I saw pictures. I was like, yeah, you look exactly like I thought you would.
I mean, Look, all that time and energy and that money, he could just go to Japan, get himself a custom fucking fuck robot.
You don't even need to do all that, bro. Like, you could find yourself a hooker for $100.
No, but no, Blake, you gotta. He wants to keep her forever, so get yourself a like the fuck robot technology in Japan has got to be.
Or
amazing.
how about do yourself better? Pay for a Russian mail order bride and just treat her well. You'll be saving her from a lifetime of ugliness. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like from the way I picture this guy. She might be better off over in Russia because I'm pretty sure this guy wakes up smelling like Doritos.
Yo, I mean, like, yo, listen. Speaking of Russia, tourism, it has dropped significantly here in this country, and it's gonna erode. And they asked our president, like, yo, aren't you worried about tourism? He's like, no. I'm like, yo, you know that is like a good chunk of our economy and industry here in America is people coming from overseas and visiting the various landmarks and eating at the very expensive restaurants that we fucking have here.
Hamburger and hot dog,
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Like, how many times do I go to Hamburger America and there's always tourists in there and they're happy. And I'm just like, okay. All right. I was like,
look,
all right.
I think that the president watched the producers, right? He was like, make things so bad that I can just cash out and make some money. Like, that's not a bad idea. And so he's doing that on a countrywide scale.
Yeah, pretty much.
Look, I thought it was bad, but then when you're just shrugging at tourism, I'm like, how do you shrug at tourism, nigga? Like,
it don't make him money.
Right. Like he can shrug. Like he shrugs at fucking social justice. He shrugs at the Constitution. He's like,
yeah, all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, on a fundamental level, I can understand that because a dictator hates that type of shit, right? But this nigga likes money and just talks about money 50% of the time. If it's not some hateful shit, it's about money.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to? And you're a quote unquote businessman. Easiest business in America is some tourist trap shit.
He's not a good businessman.
It's also not part of any of his businesses, so he don't care.
Right.
It's not his money.
Bro, he has restaurants like Trump Tower has restaurants.
That shit's blocked off now, though. He's also not even a resident of New York anymore, technically. Florida's his home state now, so he don't make no money there anymore.
Yeah, but then Margalo, right? He has all those restaurants on the golf course, right? That people can come in and sit down and eat. You know what I'm saying?
He flies rich people in there, and the rich people spend their money there. Like, he's making his money. He don't care about making more. Like,
so
he's getting money from the people that matter.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, okay, because a fucking somebody who's worth 10 million and is coming to New York and spending 5 of that 10 on dumb shit that we're just like, nah, you probably shouldn't do that. But you know what? Go ahead and do that. Okay. All right.
Hey, man.
All right.
Look,
that's how his brain works.
All right.
Look, it's all going to hell. It's all dumb.
Hey, Boots Riley said it best during the Bush era on what was that album that he did with the coup? Give me a second. It's Pick a Bigger Weapon. Where there's a song on there called Show Your Ass, where he's like, yo, Lady Liberty's getting fucked under her dress. And now I'm just like, yeah, nigga, I think about that line all the time. Shit, I might throw that album on. That album's hard as fuck. R.I.P. Pam the Funktress. The coup hasn't been the same since she died, bro.
I mean, are they still even doing their thing?
I mean, Boots just puts together a band now and tours as the coup. And I'm just like, it ain't the same without Pam, honestly. Like, I'm not trying to hear a rock version of the coup. I'm sorry. Like, I miss the old coup, whereas them two, like, kill my landlord. Where's the picture of them blowing up the Twin Towers, and then they're just like, we should change this, but we're not going to.
Yeah, no, it's part of history. Like, yeah. It's
I remember that album dropped. 2 weeks before 9/11, and they're just like, yeah, we should change it, but we're not going to.
We already spent the money.
It's Pam, like I like it's Boots Riley like this in front of the shit blowing up, and Pam standing next to it with a conductor baton.
Yeah, I might have to put that album on again myself. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Shout out to the coup. R.I.P. Pam Functures. Pam the Functures.
All right. So so that's all I got for news. You got anything?
I don't got nothing, nigga. I'm drunk. I don't give a fuck.
All right, cool.
I've been drinking wine. Remember we talking about doing the wine blurreds?
Yeah.
That's where I am today. I'm on the wine blurds tip.
All right, let's fucking do it. Like I don't have any wine on me, but the next one I'll get drunk as shit.
Yo, listen. I got some news yesterday, and I was just like, of course, because this is America. You know what I'm saying?
Par for the course.
Yeah, this is America. I was like, of course, because we all gotta suffer before this shit really fucking resets. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm drinking today while we
operates according to design.
Yeah. So, Jeff, what have you watched lately?
What are you watching?
All right, so before Jeff gets into his watches, let's get into HBO. Let's bring back the old school HBO music. That dun 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 dun. Remember that shit?
The one where they with the fly through the neighborhood.
Yeah, the HBO flies, and then it fucking slams into the ground, and it has all those sparks, and it says feature presentation.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. That's how old we are. I remember that shit.
We should just edit that into the actual show. Fuck it.
Hell yeah, find that clip.
I'll find that clip. I got you.
All right, so the first 2 episodes. Let's start with The Last of Us. The first 2 episodes have aired, and
So so here's the thing. HBO,
I think Abby took it too far. I'll say that much.
HBO is back to not giving a fuck about your feelings.
Hell
right?
Yeah.
It's back to that appointment TV shit, right?
Hell yeah.
It's not HBO. It's not TV. It's HBO.
It's HBO.
Right. So spoiler alert.
Bro, it's we're coming up on almost a week now that episode 2 has aired, and also this shit has been spoiled since the game dropped. So like at this point, nigga, that's your fault.
Right.
Like pause this shit and go watch the first 2 episodes.
I've been sitting on this shit for 4 years.
Wait, what?
I haven't watched it, but I played.
Wait, hold on, Jeff.
So.
Oh, sorry.
No, y'all are good.
Wait.
I was just saying I played the video game, but I haven't watched the show yet. So that's why I'm like, I don't care, bro. Like I know.
Well, you know, because we've talked about this. Like nigga, we live together. We've been talking about it all week.
I played the game 4 years ago, and I've been sitting on this shit for 4 years. So
I just didn't want to be a douchebag because I got it spoiled for me, and I'm not that type of dude where I'm just gonna be like, hey guys, guess what? Like a dickhead.
Honestly, I expected this to happen in the 3rd episode. Right?
I thought it was gonna happen in the first, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. So for those of you uninitiated, Joel gets murdered in the 2nd episode. Like not just killed, murdered. Yeah,
to the point where I'm just like, yo, you take it too far. Like, just kill him, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Like it like I was on Abby's side the entire time until that point where I'm just like, why the fuck you gotta do all this, bro? Like everybody there except for what's homie's name from Top Gun? Who's Falcon now?
Torres, something like I can't remember.
No, that's the name of the fucking character, not the. He was supposed to be in the gay movie with Joaquin Phoenix before Joaquin Phoenix blew that shit up. And he was just like, yo, listen, I thought the script was amazing. I was like, damn.
Let me look this motherfucker up.
Fuck Joaquin. Goddamn bitch. Anyways.
Danny Ramirez.
Yeah. Danny Ramirez. Yeah, even him, I'm just like, okay, so out of this group of people, I only need him and Abby. Because even him, I'm just like, nigga, you also are taking it a little too far, bro.
Right. Like, Joel shot your dad in the head and kept it moving. You not only you shot him with a shotgun, you beat the shit out of him, right? And then you stabbed him in the neck. Like, did you like
Yo,
your
what
dad
did
that
Joel
much?
do? Yo, what did Joel do to Danny Ramirez though? Is my question.
I think like all the soldiers that were in the hospital
Yeah.
probably were his friends.
Yeah, like
All right.
the whole thing is that like Joel pretty much like wiped out people's like families and loved ones and stuff, so they wanted revenge.
All right, well, this is The Last of Us, so it's not like them niggas is gonna get away scot-free because I fully expect them to run into another group or some clickers, and it's not gonna turn out well for them. Because, like I said, like what if I watching the first season, I know I'm like, oh well, look, everybody has something coming for them.
Yo, the craziest thing to me about it is like even when I was playing the game, I was like, damn, like I get where y'all are coming from. But it's a literal zombie apocalypse. You are seeking revenge
Right.
in an apocalypse, bro. Like, you could die on the way to the revenge and not die on the way back from it. Like, is it really worth it that much?
Yo, because everybody there was just like, yo, Abby, you taking it way too far. Like, yo, just kill him so we can leave. Like, we don't even, like, those motherfuckers didn't even want to do it anymore. They're like, yeah, we don't even want to do this.
And, like, here's the thing. Motherfuckers die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like that's the you are living in the literal end of the world, right? You have survived. Just be happy that you're alive and survive and thrive. Like on a fucking seek and destroy mission. in
like
in Montana winter.
Yo, like more than Abby, I'm pissed off at Danny Ramirez because I'm just like, yo, she took it way too far. But nigga, like, you on some other shit where I'm just like, but why, bro?
Right.
Like, if I'm there, Jeff, and this was your revenge, I'd be like, yo, listen, bro, like, I get it, you gotta get your revenge, but like, you're taking it to a level that doesn't need to be taken to. So like, I'm out. Like, I'd be like, yo, listen, if you're just gonna torture this nigga, like, I'm out. I'm literally out.
Yeah, like no, I get it. Like just handle your business and leave. But I mean, and the fact that she brought a zombie horde, a clicker horde
to Jackson and destroyed that town.
Right. So like your revenge cost the lives of 150 people.
Yeah, more people than Joel killed.
Right. So like now, and so now they're going to be coming after you, right? You started a war because you got daddy issues.
She does realize her dad was going to kill a little girl, right? Like, I get it. Like, she may have the cure for the zombie apocalypse, but at the same time, like, it's a little fucking kid. Like,
right. And like, you don't have the fucking, they don't have the science or the infrastructure to like,
mass produce the cure,
right? So like,
if it works,
right? If you could, so you're gonna kill the one person who has the cure in hopes that you can synthesize it instead of just like, let's just take her blood or whatever like that. Let's do some studies. Like no, we gotta just dissect her. I was like, that's bad science.
Yes.
So be mad at your dad because he's a bad doctor.
Yeah. None of them niggas straight up thought to like take a step back and be like, you know, this shit probably won't work.
Right. Like let's do some. Like, they had her for what, a day?
Yeah.
And they was like,
they didn't draw any blood. Like I was thinking that.
Let's cut her open. It's like maybe just keep her alive for a while to see.
Yeah, get bags of blood and synthesize something out of the blood.
Yeah, there were other options. Like I said, it's bad science. So honestly, you were kind of asking for it.
Yeah,
he was kind of fucking asking for it, right? Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so that's the spoiler for the second episode. The show, like I said, gives no fucks about your feelings.
Yeah, man. Look, I was on Abby's side because I'm like, the first episode where like it opens with her at her dad's grave, like, yo, she killed my dad. And I'm just like, yeah, I get it. Like, yo, listen, I'm not even mad. Like, I get it. And then episode 2, I was just like, took it to a level it didn't even need to go
Right.
to. So like now I'm just like, you know what, man?
I hope
You're gonna get yours. Like
Right.
you're gonna get yours. Like I'm as mad again as mad as I am at Abby. I'm more mad at Danny Ramirez's character because I'm like, bro, you calling him a pendejo and spitting on him for like no reason,
Right.
bro. Because now, as hateful as she is, that shit, I was just like, nigga, like,
it's like I get it. That's her dad. Like who did he?
yeah,
fucking
who
kill?
the fuck are you? Yeah,
Like,
who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck did he kill? Like on in your family that makes you this mad? Oh, you just trying to fuck? Okay, I get it. Like you just mad. Like it's like she's.
I
mad,
mean, the
so
white guy isn't the white guy her boyfriend?
I don't know, man.
Because even that dude, even the white guy's just like, bro, like this is fucked up. Like I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah. But going beyond that whole entire zombie attack scene, the horde scene, that was hot as shit.
Yo, the clicker, the big bruiser.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, damn, my man has like lit this nigga on fire 8 times and he's still coming.
Right. And this is the second episode. Like this attack happens in the second episode. So I can
right, because
only
it took us to episode 6 of last season to get something on this scale.
Right. So like this season, I don't even know what's gonna happen. Right? Like that you got this big in the second episode. There's only 2 directions. You either go crashing down or you keep escalating.
Oh, listen, HBO understands what they have. They're gonna keep throwing money at this, so it's gonna get bigger.
Yeah.
Like even Scott Mason was just like, yeah, it's a big difference between filming season 1 and season 2, and I just wasn't prepared for how big season 2 was gonna be. Like he looks exhausted. I was just like, my nigga, like you should have known what you're getting yourself into, baby.
Look, it's on the screen, baby. It's on the screen.
Yeah, you should have known better.
Yeah.
Craig having second. This ain't Chernobyl, nigga. Like.
So yeah, season 2, coming out the gate swinging. First 2 episodes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get in. All right, Jeff. Why don't you start talking about Righteous Gemstones, and then I'll move us into the rehearsal.
All right. So Righteous Gemstones. I'm mad that there's only 2 episodes left. Right after this last Sunday's episode. Because it feels like there's so much more story in this season that they're not going to be able to wrap it up, the entire series, in the next 2 hours, right?
Oh no! This is a 30-minute show because they can't go for an hour. Because I'll be real with you, the rehearsal, I wish they would put that back on Friday nights because the first season came on Friday nights.
Right.
Both on HBO and HBO Max. And now it's 10:30 on a Sunday. And I'm just like,
that's too late.
Yeah, man. Like, especially since we have screenings in the morning that we gotta get up and go to. It's just like, God damn it, man. And you can't sit on it because people will spoil that shit out the gate. Yeah.
And I hate watching that shit on the train. But so this last episode, Kelvin finally comes out of the closet. When I say that, this whole entire season, we know he's gay, right? He's out of the closet, but he's never actually said that he's gay. Right. So this episode culminates in him actually getting in front of the world and saying, "Look, I'm a gay man of God," right? And it's actually very touching.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about this show. It is the harsh, crazy comedy mixed with these raw, real emotions. Right.
Truth.
That's the secret sauce of the Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah. BJ kissing that monkey on the mouth though, bro.
BJ be doing
I was
BJ
like,
shit.
bro, in front of his wife, bro, just kissing that fucking monkey on the mouth. I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
Like,
and even Judy's like, what?
Look, BJ is a weird motherfucker. She knew that from the get.
Yeah.
Right? and now he's going through some shit. Yeah, of course he's gonna develop a relationship with a monkey because Judy is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Right? And she's not the most emotionally available person.
No.
Right? So like I get it. It's fucking the monkey brings you chips and helps you wipe your ass. I get it. It's monkey love.
Yo, man, Danny McBride's wife really fucked up their relationship dynamic. And what's fucked up is she's honestly, besides Gideon, her and Gideon, they're the only two normal people in that family.
Pretty much.
I guess John Goodman's character is too, because he's just trying to live his life, and they keep fucking that up.
Yeah, like Eli Gemstone has the worst kids.
Yeah.
The worst children. But it's imagine the Roys, from Succession, if they ran a mega church. That's pretty much.
Yo, listen, I will say this with 100% honesty. Let's say Eli Gemstone was my mom and this shit would be happening. I'd be like, yo, good for you, mom. Good for you.
Yeah,
like, do your thing. Fuck yeah.
Get it.
Fuck, hell yeah. Fuck that. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I'd be like, yo, Pops was a piece of shit anyway. So, like, go ahead.
But, like, be happy.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, who are the Gemstone kids to tell this man not to be happy?
He's been a widower for like 20 years.
Oh, like 10 years. 10 years.
All
but
right.
Still, but only like
it's a minute. It's been a long time.
Right. But like she ain't coming back.
You're right.
Right? Like
I'll be real. If I was like Eli's son, even after 5 years, I'd be like, yo, look, Pops, if you want to go date somebody else, like
do it.
Do it. You know what I'm saying? You got my full support. Like, I don't really give a fuck, man.
It's in the fucking contract till death do us part.
And at a certain point, bro, if the way I'm looking at it, if I was Jesse, like, and Eli was my dad, I'd be like, this really doesn't affect my life in any way possible. Like, he still gave the church to me. My brother is actually thriving off of this being man of the year. Like, I'll take a step back. I'll run the church. He could be the face of progression in the church. And then Judy could just do whatever Judy does. Like, I'm like, yo, y'all self-sabotage. Like, they don't understand how to win. And I'm like, bro, y'all self-sabotage each other, bro.
And that's just like people in general, man. They don't know how to win. They don't know how to be just be rich and happy.
Because so I'll be real with you. Sometimes you have to divide and conquer. And that's what they should be doing right now. Like, Eli should be focusing on running the church. Fucking little Gemstone should be the face of progression, being like, yo, come to our church, we welcome everybody. You make more money that way. And then Judy, you gotta treat Judy like baby Billy. Like, give her some busy work.
Give her a project.
Yeah. Like, that's the one thing about baby Billy I'll give him is like, yo, he's busy now, so he's not in the way.
Right. Exactly. He's not trying to sabotage everyone else because he's trying to make his own shit.
Yeah, because he was trying to do that for the first 3 seasons. And now that he has they're giving him his own money and being like, all right, here's some money, go fuck off. That's what he's doing.
Sometimes you just got to keep a motherfucker busy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like giving a kid a coloring book. Just like, here's a coloring book.
Right. Like, there you go. It's like, have fun. Yeah. Yeah. Here's your candy, aka.
Shit, I mean, they make adult coloring books for a reason. Because I'll be real with you, sometimes I get sucked up into that. Be like, yo, can I get the green crayon real quick? Be sitting there for like 30 minutes.
I will say, Baby Billy had the best line in television history. Come on, baby. All I need is $2 million in the 8-ball. It's like, God damn, that's. So yeah, the Righteous Gemstones. It doesn't miss a step. I just hope they can stick the landing.
Well, we got 2 episodes left. Oh, shout out to Gideon too. Gideon, they tried to play Gideon, and Gideon's like, he kept it cool. He ain't called nobody names. He didn't start a fight. He's just like, yo, let me get that skateboard, man. You got that skateboard, and everybody's like, yeah.
Everyone wants to clown Gideon, but they forget this man is a stunt man. Right,
but he's also a psycho. Like, he robbed his own family, nigga.
Like he gets in car chases every season, right? Like this motherfucker's not one to play with.
I'll be real with you. If I was Jesse, I would honestly help my son become a better pastor and just be like, you know what, man? Why don't you just run the church and I could just get rich?
Right.
Because that's
what Eli was trying to do.
Yo, listen, if I'm in Jesse's position, I'm looking at Gideon. Gideon has mad fucking like people shit on him all the time, and he doesn't take it personally, and he always just falls back, and it's just like, all right, let me improve. I'd be like, you know what? That signs to me of a good leader. Let me just get my money and you run this shit. So then you got two young cats, the face of the church, be like, yo, here's my son. He's young. He's ushering in a new era of the church. Here's my brother. He's gay. He's ushering a new era of the church. I'll still be here, but y'all could talk to me on the sidelines.
Some people just don't know how to collect checks.
Yo, listen, I wish, bro. I wish. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could just be like, yo, listen, I need you to do this interview with fucking Jamie Lee Curtis for me, and I'm go get us some money, and I'm gonna sit over here, enjoy this joint, and go get us some money.
Like, best believe I know how to be rich.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I would not fuck that up at all. I know exactly how to be rich.
Hell no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, man, sometimes you just gotta sit back and shut the fuck up. Why do you think Rupert Murdoch is in the position he's in? He's a piece of shit, but at least he understands. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna fall back and just be rich.
Yeah, most of the world's problems could be solved by just shutting the fuck up.
Yeah, and being rich.
Yep, just being rich. You know, not trying to go to the fucking outer space.
Oh,
pretending you're an astronaut.
Yeah. Yo, man, Katy Perry's had a rough 10 years, huh? The past 10 years for her have been, woo, boy. You're like, you go away. Just go away.
Do not care. Those women are astronauts, like me being on JetBlue, considering myself a pilot, right?
Yeah.
So that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, that's the Royal Gemstone, Righteous Gemstones.
Glad I canceled my Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yo, as soon as because me and Trey were talking about it, as soon as Wheel of Time was finished, you could ask Trey. As soon as that last episode finished, I was like, let me hit this end subscription, and
I get it. I fucking get it.
Now today, once we finish recording, I gotta activate Netflix.
Oh yeah, you got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, nigga, I got. You know what the first thing is on the docket, right?
I'm guessing the electric state.
Oh fuck, I forgot. I guess that'll be Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I might do a fistful of edibles, drink a whole bottle of wine, and get myself into a comatose state.
So what's the
I did for Hellboy?
So
what's the man?
So what's the first one? What's first on docket?
Cobra Kai, nigga.
Oh, Cobra Kai. All right. So like you're gonna start good.
I have to finish.
Right.
That movie's coming out in 3 weeks.
Is it 3 weeks?
Next week is May.
Oh shit! God.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, the year's flying.
That's all right. Let's keep moving forward.
All right. Let's get into the first episode of my favorite sicko, Nathan Felder. I'm gonna be real with you. Rehearsal season 2. I'm like, bro, this is the first episode, and I'm like, yo, something is deeply wrong with Nathan. Like, seriously, something's deeply wrong.
I mean, we all knew that. I have no idea how this is going to wrap up, because this motherfucker starts the episode
with a simulated plane crash.
Right. He's recreating plane crashes and going through like FAA accident data banks to try and figure out how to stop plane crashes. But now it ends with him destroying a relationship.
Yeah, that shit really got under my skin, where I'm just like, yeah, this dude is an idiot, because the things that his girlfriend's doing, I'm just like, yo, listen, we are not a couple. At this point, we're just friends.
But like, also,
and for her to be like, I don't see what the problem is with that. I didn't realize that was bad. I'm like, if the tables were turned, bitch, you would be on the first flight to wherever this nigga lives at.
I was like, we're just friends. It's like, so
he's buying you gifts,
right?
Like a Hermes purse,
like buying you jewelry and shit like that. Like, come on, you're not new, bitch.
Yeah, either you're stupid, or that dude is just a super herb.
Right?
There's no way I'm I'm spending $2K a week for somebody I'm not sleeping with.
And here's the thing, right? So like he takes this chick out to coffee. You work at a coffee shop, right? Like, listen, that's like dating a stripper and then taking her to a strip club. Like, it's yeah.
Where does he find these people is my question.
I don't know, man.
Like, come on, bro.
No.
These people, I swear to God, between this first episode and everybody in season 1, I'm like, you guys live on a plane of reality that it makes me wonder how you get through life, because I could barely get through life, but
Right.
at least I have some common sense, man.
But they're not. Are they getting through life because they're going to Nathan Fielder for help? Like, so are they really getting through life? Right.
I mean, that's like the first episode of last season where that dude created a whole fictional bar and lied just because he lied about having a master's degree. Like, I'm like, bro, if you've been working together for like 5-10 years, at that point, it doesn't matter. Like, you could straight up just tell her, like, yeah, I lied just to get this fucking job. There ain't nothing they can do. They can't fire you if you're doing the job right.
They didn't even work together. They just did trivia together.
Yep.
Like they like literally.
I thought they worked together.
No, man, they just did trivia together.
So yeah,
man. He had no interaction with her outside of these social interactions, right? So like, why he would have to lie about having a master's degree to begin with, I don't know. But like, just yeah. So this season is going to be crazy if he keeps getting these weird ass people.
Dog, the 10-minute montage of him going through the various FAA crashes and cases with that dude, I was just like, please stop. It got to a point where I'm just like, dude, please stop. Like, this is getting too much even for me. I'm like, please stop.
Yeah. Season 2 of The Rehearsal, episode 1. I've no.
It's wilder than the first season, but it's not funnier. And I like that Nathan even says, he's like, this is not funny, so I gotta make it funny somehow.
Right.
I'm not. Am I lying, Jeff?
That's exactly what he said. Right. Like
oh my god.
God. Then there was the clown under the truck analogy.
Yeah,
right?
I forgot about that shit. Holy shit. I thought that was happening for real too. I was just like, man. And then when to find out that was staged, I'm like, Nathan, seriously, what the fuck, man?
That was a rehearsal. Everything's a rehearsal, baby. Everything's a rehearsal. Oh shit. So yeah. If you're not watching The Rehearsal,
because Scion is still the funniest fucking episode of TV I've ever seen.
The what?
Scion.
Which one was that? Is that the one?
Season 1, episode 3, with the black dude.
I can't.
Scion, where the dude.
Oh, that's right. The dude who believed in like divine numbers and everything, and every time.
Oh
he
yeah.
saw,
yeah.
That is one of the funniest episodes of television I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. I almost like I watched it once by myself. Then I made Trey watch it with his ex. And as they're sitting there watching it, they're not laughing, but I was laughing so hard I almost pissed myself.
Because I was like, nah, this can't be a real dude, bro. And then homie came out in interviews. He's like, yeah, I'm this is how I am. I'm like, bro, why are you proud of this? Like,
wow.
Yo, the niggas left in the middle of the night normal. And they're like, where you going? He's like, I need a good night's sleep.
Like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen, bro? Like, she told you it was a fucking baby. Like, goddamn, like, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. I gotta go back and watch. See, this shit is wild.
It sounds like I gotta stop dragging my feet on season 2.
Like, this shit is that's season 1, episode 3. I forgot all about that. That shit is wild. So I don't even know how to comprehend what's gonna happen in season 2.
I forget what episode number it is, but there's an episode in season 1 called Apocalypto because that chick's favorite movie was Apocalypto.
Oh
yeah, her, the worst person ever. This chick. Oh my god, he finds the worst people. He finds the absolute worst people on earth.
It's wild, yo. This show was one of the most popular shows on television, and he still somehow got people to be in this season.
Right.
I don't understand that. I don't
mean,
understand that. I don't understand how after Nathan For You, he even got people to be on the first season.
I mean, people just want to be famous, bro.
Yeah, but like these motherfuckers don't know who he is though. Like, because if they did, if they like, I don't care how famous you want to be. Like, if Nathan Felder shows up at your door, you fucked up.
Yo, if he shows up at my door, I am closing the door, grabbing my gun, and I'm standing at the door like this, like, yo, you have 20 seconds to get off my doorstep, bro.
And here's the thing, like that first shot after the first plane crash.
He's standing in the fire,
right? Like, and I'm like, that's what I imagine the devil looks like.
Oh yeah, Nathan Felder.
Like
yeah.
Nathan Felder looks like the devil we deserve, right? Dispassionate, he's scary in a different way.
Yo, how about when at one point he goes, "Okay, guys, I'm done," and they lift the curtain for him? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So Trey, you get on this shit, man.
God damn it!
Get on this shit, because it's only going to get weirder.
Yeah. So when again, this is another episode we're gonna be recording over the course of days. So when we come back,
we'll talk about episode 2.
and all three of us will be talking about episode 2.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
Yeah.
So moving on from that, I'm gonna keep it short, real short. On Amazon Prime, Rami has a new animated show called Number One Happy Family USA.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how is it?
It's okay.
Oh,
Right? I'm only 3 episodes in, right? So it may get better. It's interesting enough. It's funny enough. I think it's just trying too hard.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Right? But it's about a family of Middle Eastern Egyptians in New York or New Jersey the days after 9/11, right? And them trying to not get lynched.
So
Jesus
reverse
Christ.
Deli Boys.
Yeah, reverse Deli Boys, right? Like they're just trying to navigate, trying not to be the world's America's enemy, and like it's funny at parts, but like I said, that's the problem with cartoons. They're all trying too hard now, right? There's no sort of subtlety in it. It's like
Except
broad.
for one I'm going to talk about. You'll hear.
It's like it's broad. Well, the anime, but like it's broad humor.
I feel like that's adult animation in general now, and I blame Family Guy for that.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to be Family Guy without being Family Guy.
Yeah, man. That's why I stopped with. What's that?
That and Rick and Morty, all adult animation's trying to emulate that.
Right.
Yeah, man. That's why I jumped off the ship for Solar Opposites, even though they said their new season is going to be their final.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'll finish it out, but like that last season was garbage.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch it. I hopped off.
Shout out to Common Side Effects, though. That's like the one gem right now.
Yes. That show fucking rules. I cannot wait for season 2.
Well, I'm gonna jump on that this weekend.
Yo, that shit is wild.
So I mean, if you want to watch a cartoon on Amazon Prime that's about familial trauma after 9/11 and trying to fucking gentrify your souls to fit into white America,
Jesus Christ.
there you go. Number One Happy Family USA. It's good enough. It's no Rami, right? It's like,
Yo, he needs to stop fucking around and give us that last season, because he
Right.
said like season 4 is gonna be it, and he swears he's eventually gonna do it. I'm like, Rami, do it now.
yeah, just
Like,
finish
just
it out.
finish it and leave.
Yeah.
I guess he's too busy, too in demand now.
Is he though? Like his comedy special was garbage. Sorry.
I mean, he has the movie with the dude who created Succession coming out at the
Yeah,
end
oh,
of
yeah,
the
that's
month.
right. He's in that, and then he was in Yorgos's
Yeah, Poor Things.
Poor Things.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's okay. All right, so he's doing.
He's starting to
things.
pop a little bit.
Yeah,
You know what? I say this about Guy Ritchie, but I will say that, and how I wish Guy Ritchie would pull back. But I say this about Yorgos. I could do it for Yorgos movie every year because he's sick. Like I laugh at his movies, and I'm the only person laughing because he understands me, and he's sick, and I could use that sick humor like once a year.
and his movies are so small, right? That once a year is fine.
I mean, he made Kinds of Kindness during the post-production on Poor Things because the post-production on Poor Things took that long.
Right.
That he shot an entire fucking 2.5-hour anthology movie.
And I fuck with Kinds of Kindness. I really do.
Because he's sick, baby. Like,
so yeah, that's that. And I'm gonna for this one. I guess I'm gonna add more later, but whatever. For this iteration, I'm gonna end on In the Lost Lands, which is the
oh, you watched that shit?
yeah.
Oh,
I tried to.
Oh, you watched yo. Nobody should be watching Paul W.S. Anderson anything.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Damn, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, the world did. Even Dave Bautista did. He's like, wait, I was in that?
That's crazy. Damn.
That this movie is it's steampunk Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones by the way of Mad Max. It is all on green screen.
Oh damn.
I mean, you could tell that from the trailer.
Yeah, but like
it looked cheap.
It looks cheap. The overacting is fucking. They are golden corralling.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
The way they are chewing scenery, right? The way they are just going into the scenes, like this movie, just like overacting to the 9th degree. And this is based actually on a who's the dude who did fucking Game of Thrones?
George R.R. Martin, because I know that because that was prevalent in the trailer. Like they made that a point. Like that was longer than some shots in the fucking trailer.
Yeah. So this is a George R.R. Martin short story that they turned into a movie. He should stick with Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Somebody needs to misery him into finishing this series. Like somebody needs to misery him.
Yeah, because he's still got 2 books to write.
Yes. Yeah. Like somebody needs to do us all a favor and pull a misery.
Just steal his hat, steal his Steamboat Willie hat, and say he doesn't get it back.
And his suspenders.
And like
play the Benny Hill music as you steal his suspenders as his pants falls.
It's like you only get it back when you finish these books.
Or because he developed a whole world for Elden Ring instead of writing those books.
Yeah, the hardest game ever made. I was like, nigga has time to make the most hardest game ever made. A game so hard that people who play on the hardest difficulty on purpose are just like, yeah, fuck this shit.
Yeah. I'm exhausted even thinking about how bad this movie is. Paul W.S. Anderson. How does he keep getting movies? Right?
I mean, that's like Yui Bull. How does Yui Bull keep making movies?
Yeah, but at least the Resident Evil movies made money. That's probably why he keeps getting money to make movies. Like all those Resident Evil movies were hits. I don't think Uwe Boll, any of his shit ever profited.
No, but he's like his next movie's coming out soon, starring Armie Hammer.
Oh,
he called it The Dark Knight, and they're like, "Aren't you going to change it?" And they're like, "No, we're keeping that title." And then Warner Brothers is like, "Well, here's an injunction, and we got a lawsuit on hand if you do decide to release it." And they changed the name.
Oh man, you know your career is over
when Armie Hammer is the star.
When Uwe Boll is like, "You want to be the star of my movie?" Right?
So I guess then Jonathan Majors will be in the next Tim Story joint.
I mean, at least Tim Story gets in theaters.
Yeah, he does.
That's true. Like, yeah.
Didn't he just make something recently too?
I don't know.
I don't know. I want that nigga to go away. Let's go away.
So in the Lost Lands, it's some futurist fantasy bullshit. I can't really tell what it's about.
Let me ask you: is it better than The Crooked Man?
Define better, right? Like,
I thought it'd at least be better than that shit.
I got halfway through this movie. At least I got all the way through The Crooked Man. I still don't know what happened in The Crooked Man, but at least I finished it. I couldn't get halfway through this shit just because it was so. If this came out early 2000s, right? Maybe it would have been mildly successful, right? Because it seems like it's aping 300. It's aping Sin City, right? In like the visual style. And it's, when we had that flood of movies that had to do with like angels and devils fighting and shit like that, like Legion.
Oh, that movie's a piece of shit.
I love Legion though. It's so bad, but I love Legion.
I was like, damn, Paul Bettany.
Okay, yeah.
Why are you doing this, Paul Bettany?
But you're
damn.
like, yeah. So that whole entire time where Paul Bettany was in these really bad sci-fi movies. So you got Legion, you had Priest,
baby.
right?
Oh man,
Priest.
Yo, Priest makes Legion look like a masterpiece.
Yeah, Priest was horrible.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, but like that whole entire era where Paul Bettany was just fucking being Paul Bettany.
Yo, my man is an award-winning actor. Like his first movie that made him famous was A Beautiful Mind. And it got to a point where I'm like, dude, why are you in these?
Yo, you gotta eat, baby.
Yeah, look, fucking.
You're married to Jennifer Connelly. You don't need to eat, man. You are doing okay.
They got kids. You gotta feed the kids.
Brownstones in Brooklyn don't buy themselves, man.
Yo, I'm saying you gotta pay them bills.
Well, look, he's white vision now.
He's white. He's white vision. So imagine all of those movies from the early 2000s, but done worse.
Ooh.
And then you have in the Lost Lands.
Ooh.
So there you go. And that's what I'm going to close out on this section of right here. All right. So I'm going to mute myself and walk away. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
All right.
All right.
So I'm going to start now. Let's start with movies. All right. The Woman in the Yard. This movie is terrible, y'all. And I really don't know what else to say. Like, I was bored. And normally, like, during movies like this, I'm usually a little terrified because, horror movies, I'm on edge for the first time I watch it just because of the anticipation of, scary things. And this one, I was just bored. Shout out to Wame Sarah because he's directing his ass off. What's her face? Danielle Deadweiler, fantastic actress, doing a lot with nothing. Everybody's written terribly in this movie. It's just the three of them and the woman in the yard. And once it's revealed of who she is and why she's there, I was like, nah, get this shit the fuck out of here. This was written during COVID, and you can tell. Don't trust the blacklist. That's the main thing I can say about this. Stop trusting the fucking blacklist. Every movie that's been on the blacklist that has gotten made has been a piece of shit through and through. When we got I should have known, because when we got the press screening was literally 3 hours after this motherfucker opened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, bro. The press screening was at 6:30. The first public showtime was at 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. This movie's an hour and a half, and it feels much longer. I fell asleep at a couple of parts.
That feels like how I felt when I saw the Bling Ring way back when. I was like, damn, this was exactly an hour and a half, and it felt way longer.
Yeah, I don't understand. Somebody's got to tell me the hype behind that fucking movie, too. Because that's a movie where I watched it, and I was just like, y'all like this shit? I went to that screening, too. I think the only reason I saw that was because of Sofia Coppola and Emma Watson.
That was the first Sofia Coppola movie I ever saw. I saw it in theaters. Because I think before that, I had tried watching Lost in Translation on Netflix when they first started doing the streaming stuff. I tried watching that with a friend, and we were both like, we'll come back to this. I have not gone back to that movie. That was over 10 years ago, too.
Yeah, like me and you, we watched On the Rocks together, and that was really good.
We watched that and Marie Antoinette together.
Yeah. I don't get the hate behind that movie. I was like,
I
oh,
liked
this
it.
is good. Yeah. And like her best movie still her first movie, which is Virgin Suicides. Like, I can't believe how good that shit is. I was just like, fuck, that is a great movie.
Yeah, I still need to watch that. But I'm sorry, you were talking about Woman
Nah,
in the Yard.
that's all right. The Beguiled is okay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Woman in the Yard. Yikes. Yikes. Again, I fell asleep because I was tired, not because I was under the influence of anything. I was literally just tired, and also the movie sucked. Like
Right.
the movie couldn't even keep me awake. It's a horror movie that failed to keep me awake. It's shit sucks. The kid, the one kid, the older son, the whole time I'm like, yo, this little nigga needs to be punched in the face. Like I get it, her leg was broken and she wasn't really mobile, but she needed to take one of those crutches and just give that little nigga a whack right across the head.
I feel like kids in horror movies are always like that. They're either great or they suck. Like that kid in the first Purge movie. I could not stand that fucking kid.
Well, I mean, the first Purge movie fucking blows.
Right.
Yeah, I hate it.
Like, I love that. I love those movies, except for the first one. Like, every single one after the first Purge was good.
It was the Ethan Hawke for me, right? Like,
Yo, man. I've met that dude a few times now, and like every time I meet him, I'm just like, man, no wonder people don't like you. You're just a fucking asshole and a douchebag.
Damn.
But yeah, now I gotta watch Carry On because I'm like, Wame is doing too much for this fucking garbage ass movie. Like seriously, the direction in this is amazing, and and also like, if your script ends up on the blacklist, I hope it never gets made because I just don't trust that shit no more. So like, Woman in the Yard, if it hops on Peacock, I guess watch it because it's only an hour and a half. Just know that hour and a half is going to feel like an eternity.
All right. Tell us how you really feel.
All right, so let's get into. Oh, wait a minute. Before I move on, I want to talk about another. I'll call it a bonus on Amazon. I watched it just because I was like, oh, I got Amazon. Might as well watch the shit. Jackpot.
Okay.
Paul Feig's movie that he dropped last year straight to Amazon, starring John Cena and what's her face? Aquafina.
Oh, I forgot about that movie.
Premise is good, honestly. I like it. Where in the future's a dystopia. United States is so broke that, you know, if you win the lottery, you automatically have a green light to be killed, and the government or another person can take your winnings. I'm like, cool setup. I think the action for the first half was also really well done, surprisingly. It's just that John Cena and Aquafina have no chemistry, despite them both being pretty good in both their roles. And it's, quite frankly, the script sucks, and Aquafina's character, the choices she makes in this fucking movie, I'm like, what are you doing? At a certain point, I like, it just doesn't make sense. Because at a certain point, I'm just like, why are you making the choices you're making? This is fucking insane.
Because the first half of the movie, she's trying to run away from John Cena. Like,
but it gets to a certain point where you're just like, all right, well, if I can't trust you, at least let me just use you so I could live.
Right. I enjoyed it enough, right? It was like enjoyable enough. If it's on and there's nothing else going on, I'll let it play in the background. But yeah, it's got some issues.
Like, the action is hot, bro, like real hot. And now, like, it's literally, I'm telling you guys, it's not Paul Feig. I can't even really blame Aquafina and John Cena, even though they have literally zero chemistry. I can't even blame Simu because Simu's doing a great job. It's the script. The script is fucking goddamn garbage. I'm like, you take a great premise and just shit on it.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, it's not good. Like, it's not good at all. And I would not recommend it. Like, the only reason I'm not mad at watching this is just because, like, this was a bonus feature for me on Amazon. So, Also, I keep forgetting another movie, Pride and Prejudice. I saw this before Thunderbolts, my first time seeing Thunderbolts. This was directed by my guy, what's this dude's name? Joe Wright. And for a Jane Austen adaptation, Joe Wright is directing his ass off. I'm like, bro, he's doing mad oneers. The camera keeps like moving from person to person within the scene, and it'll go back to whoever's talking. The way he uses space and how the camera moves through rooms, I'm like, bro, for a romantic drama, you're doing way too much, my guy. Like, it's Pride and Prejudice. Like, calm your ass down. I gotta go back and watch all of Joe Wright's work, man. I really, really got to. Like, I remember seeing Darkest Hour and loving it. There's a couple of other ones I saw. I still haven't seen Anna Karenina because I don't want to, because I think that's a gimmick where the whole thing is on a stage. I'm like, I'm good.
Darkest.
That was Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill.
Yeah,
that movie fucking rules.
Yeah. I remember loving that movie.
I think the last Joe Wright movie I saw was when we saw Hannah in theaters.
Oh yeah. People love that movie. You loved it. I think it's okay.
Hannah?
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah. I still got to see Atonement. I've never seen
that
Atonement.
Movie slaps.
Yeah. So Joe Wright, man, like, yo, I understand why Haley Bennett married you. You know what I'm saying? Also, shout out to my man's goddamn, what's this nigga's name, man? Hold on 1 second. Matthew McFadden. I thought he this is the first time he didn't play a scumbag. He played a smoldering leading man who the ladies liked, even though he was an asshole. He's such an asshole, but I love him. And I'm just like, yo, look, and I get it. He played Mr. Darcy right. I was just like, damn, who would have thought this Succession nigga had this shit in him? I mean, he was a good villain in Deadpool and Wolverine, so I can't even be mad at him, bro. So I wish he would work more. Matthew McFadden's a good actor, because between this and Succession and Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm like, bro, you should be working a lot more than you are.
I think he's working more in England.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see watching this. I'm like, I get it. I'm like, I get it. Fucking and the last thing I want to talk about is, Trey, me and you, we went to see Sinners on the 8-story IMAX.
Yeah, boy.
I noticed this time they say a lot Smoke and Stack's real names. Yes. So Smoke is Elijah and Stack is Elias. Last name Moore. They share the same last name as their cousin Sammy.
Yeah, because their cousin is related to them on their dad's side.
That side, yeah. And I don't know if you noticed, but Saul Williams is Sammy's dad, the preacher. Yeah. I was like, whoa. It didn't click till the second time. I'm like, wait a minute, that's fucking Saul Williams. I was like, Saul Williams is in this motherfucker?
Yeah, like, cause I know he's in the credits and everything like that. And I've heard it but I didn't realize that he was the father, he's the preacher, because I haven't seen Saul Williams in years. Right?
Yeah, he's looking old. He's looking real old.
He's looking real old. Yeah.
He is like the OG like poet. He was the first dude to put poetry on wax over. He was let me just say this. He was Death Grips before Death Grips.
Right.
Like, basically. Like, he has a whole album produced by Trent Reznor. Fucking Zack is on one of his albums. Like, I remember listening to Saul Williams heavily in high school, because high school, when I was in high school, you guys got to understand, the only thing you could listen to on the radio, if it wasn't emo music, it was crunk, and if it wasn't crunk, it was reggaeton, and I was just burnt out and went underground. And Saul Williams, it was like the roots in Saul Williams.
Yeah, so I mean, it's good to see that he's still kicking, still doing stuff.
Yeah, playing a piece of shit preacher. I think it's more thematically rich the second time around. Really, I'm floored. I'm still floored by what Ryan did here. Trey, what do you want to say about this shit?
It was so good. Like, I was expecting something good, but like not as great as it was. I'm dying to see it again, to be honest with you. it's just the amount of work and craft everybody's putting in. Like literally everybody, even like the actors, everybody's putting in work for that movie. But I think one of the things I loved is and this was something I mentioned to you after we saw it, is the fact that he does his best to honor like every culture in America that he grew up around, and then also the cultures of it's in Mississippi, right?
Yeah.
So like the Choctaw Indians, they're in that area, and then also like having Chinese characters in it. You know, he's from the Bay Area, and they all run convenience stores out there, and it's just like the way he incorporated all that, and like the way he also incorporated like their ancestry into the Conjuring Spirits sequence. I was just like, yo, he's going off. Like he found like such a way to honor America while also still holding up a mirror to American society. I'm like, nah, this is incredible.
I don't know if you noticed, Trey, but over the weekend, PBS aired a documentary because they made this the same time as Sinners about the Delta Chinese Asians. So
that's right. And we were talking about that too. You were telling me, and I do remember like
that's all real. Like the accents,
yeah, absolutely,
and all that shit.
I remember when we used to go visit Mom's hometown in Alabama, like we would go around places and like even down there, all the like at the nail salons, all the nail techs are Chinese, and I was just like, what? And they all have the accents, the Southern accents too. Like so that's real. That's just how it is down there.
Yeah, because they did this concurrently with Sinners. A lot of the people they interviewed saw the movie, and a lot of the Delta Asians were just like, "Yeah, this is how it was. This is all real. Like we were entwined with the Black community." Like,
I'm gonna have to watch that documentary.
Yeah. The one thing I like to point out though too is like this has every genre of music in it. So it's not just blues, not just hip hop. There's grunge and there's metal. Because Ryan said, you know, making this movie, he was also listening to grunge and metal. So that's why, for those of you who don't know, the lead singer of Alice in Chains, his name is Jerry Cantrell. Jerry Cantrell has a track on the soundtrack, and it's hot. Lars Ulrich, the drummer of Metallica, plays drums on this fucking score.
That's why those drums sounded so familiar.
Yeah, that's Lars.
Okay.
The drums throughout the whole fucking movie, that's Lars.
There's levels to this movie.
I mean, I'm not surprised to hear that because, you know, when I went to Metallica's festival that one year, it was in AC, and they had the Soul Rebels there. And I was like, why the fuck are the Soul Rebels here? Like, and then you watch interviews around the time A Pimp to Pimp a Butterfly came out, and that's all Lars would talk about. He was just like, yo, he would go on every interview, and instead of promoting their current Metallica album, he would just sit there and talk about To Pimp a Butterfly. He's like, bro, I've been to every show Kendrick has played in LA for this album. It is crazy. Have you seen them live?
I mean,
it is wild. And apparently he made everybody in Metallica sit down and listen to that album. And they said, like, there was one day they spent the whole day, instead of recording, they just played that shit back to back on loop. And they all just sat there and talked about it.
I mean, people keep forgetting, it's not a good song, but people keep forgetting that Swizz Beatz and Ja Rule made a song with Metallica.
Yeah, it's not a good song, but I like that song. I fucking love that song. Yeah, for Biker Boys. Remember that movie?
Fucking Biker Boys.
Biker Boys, baby.
Oh, shit.
Not as bad as Torque. Torque is a piece of shit.
Oh, man. That was an era when everybody was like, we got to make our own Fast and Furious.
Yo, man, Torque was too stylized. That's the problem with that movie.
It was Joseph Kahn, right?
Yeah, and I wanted to tell Joseph Kahn, be like, yo, calm the fuck down, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, that shit worked for, what was this time travel murderer movie? I forget what that was fucking called.
No, that wasn't Paycheck.
No, that's John Woo, baby.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look that
Paycheck's
up.
not good, but Paycheck is entertaining. Yeah, Joseph Kahn, he did a fucking hip hop movie produced by Eminem that I never saw too.
I like that one though.
Body.
A lot of people
Body,
like that
yeah.
one.
I've never seen it. I'll be quite frank with you.
Yeah, I enjoyed it enough. What the fuck was this? Detention, right? Like that shit worked for Detention, his style.
Got you. All right. That's
Right?
the one that stars what's that dude's name?
Josh Hutchinson.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've never seen that. I haven't seen a Joseph because I know he was a music video dude for me. So when he finally made a movie, and I remember seeing the previews for Torque, and I'm like, really, nigga? Like, and then I saw it on HBO, and I'm just like, damn, yeah, this. Whoo.
Yeah.
That came out at the same Trey was right. That was like right around Fast and Furious. Driven came out. Remember Driven? That's a piece of shit. Yeah, that movie fucking sucks top to bottom.
Yeah, I'm looking at his filmography. I have not seen anything except for the Power Rangers short film that he did.
Oh,
yeah, that shit was hot. That shit was hot.
But give Detention a look.
What's it on?
Let's see. What the fuck's that shit on? Detention, and then also like I enjoyed Bodied enough. It kind of fell apart at the end, but there are very few movies about fucking battle rap.
Oh, Detention's on Tubi.
Oh, is it? Yeah, give it a look. It's fun.
The one thing before we move on to TV, the one thing I love about Sinners is like the duality throughout it, right? So like because it's twins, everything has dual ideas going on. So like the fact that they have to fight white people at night and during the day. The fact that they have to share their music with white people. You know what I'm saying? Like everything has duality to it in this movie. I like that shit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it works on a whole bunch of levels, and I can't wait to watch it again this weekend.
Yeah, shout out to everybody for making this a hit. It overperformed, opened at 48 million, which is much higher than anybody thought. I was hoping it would get to 50. Still all right. Currently, it's overperformed both Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to check after we're done recording how it did yesterday, but so far it is at 78 million. They're saying by Saturday it should be at 100, and it might finish its run over 200.
Look, yeah, it's WB actually
severely underestimated this shit.
They underestimated it, but they also did the work to get it out there, right?
Yeah, they promoted it, and now like shout out to Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi, because now they're off the chopping block, because this is a bigger success than anybody thought it was, and same with Minecraft. So they're not going to be fired, and I'm just like,
all right,
I hope y'all niggas keep the same energy for F1 and One Battle After Another, because I guarantee you, if One Battle After Another is a flop, I guarantee you Zavala is going to be like, we might have to put y'all on the chopping block again.
Right.
It's crazy too, because when that F1 trailer played, when the F1 logo came up at the end, I like the black dudes at the end of our row was like, "Oh, that's a legit F1 movie." I was like, "All right, so that shit's about to make money."
Yo, dog, me and Jeff have tickets to see this shit in IMAX. It's a fan screening, right? Because I want to see it on the real IMAX, just in case they do. It's shot in IMAX, so it's going to be at least in 190, which means it'll take up a good portion of that 8-story screen. But since Joseph Kosinski filmed it in a aspect ratio bigger than 1:43, I was like, maybe it might take up the full screen.
Okay.
But like the fact that tickets went on sale for this 2 months ago, and in less than an hour, the shit sold out. I'm like, okay, that gives me confidence.
Right.
F1 is a huge sport now. Like it's big all over the world, and it got big here like a couple of years ago. Like it's a huge sport.
And like if the movie's good, I guarantee you they'll probably do a similar rollout for what they did with Sinners for this, which is show us the movie early, so that way reviews and word of mouth gets out, and word of mouth can start building, because that's what Sinners is thriving on, is word of mouth, because motherfuckers read the reviews, they went to go see it, and then they tweet about it, they tell everybody like, yo, go see it, and everybody's like, is it really that good? They go see it, and then it's a domino effect.
Right.
Well, I told you when I came back from running my errands that apparently one of our aunts is gonna see it because our cousins won't stop talking about it.
Yeah, nigga, like
that's how it works. That's like how it used to be. In the old days.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw the text. One of our cousins was hitting me up like 3 months ago, like, yo, you seen Sinners yet? And I'm like, no, nigga, like it's still a little ways away.
They're still making it.
Like we're like, nah, nigga, I ain't even seen that shit yet. Man. I'm very happy that this overperformed, and I really do hope this can get us back to filmmaker driven cinema. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, first and foremost, because now, like, after seeing that one battle after another trailer on that IMAX, I'm like, fuck. Even Superman, I'm like, god damn, Superman's I know it's an IP, but that seems like it feels like a James Gunn movie, and I mean that in a positive way.
Right.
And it looks like a James Gunn movie. Like, I'm like, and the whole I might as well say this: the whole industry rests on that movie being successful. So if Superman bricks, we're gonna have to have a long conversation about what's gonna happen to us, the film blurs, and the industry in general.
Yeah.
Might be a whole bunch of indie. We might have to switch totally to shit that's on streaming.
Yeah, man. Which
No, thank you.
yeah. When Netflix proudly announces Enola Holmes 3 coming soon, I'm just like, oh, fuck me, man. yeah, nigga. I don't know. I know Ryan said when this was first pitched that he wants this to be a trilogy, so I hope it does. And if not, I hope you keep making original shit.
Look,
honestly, I get it. He has to finish out Black Panther, and Denzel's gonna be in Black Panther 3. But honestly, I'm at a point now where I'm like, yo, fuck Black Panther 3. Just keep making movies, man.
Well, here's the thing. Sequels have been greenlit with less.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of people have been shitting on Mike and Pam for giving Ryan the rights back after 25 years, and fucking Mike had to come out and explain. He's like, this is a movie about black people owning the shit that they create. Why the fuck would I want to honor the deal that he's asking for a script that was this good?
And Ryan Coogler recently came out and said, he's like, yeah, this is the only movie I'm going to do this with. And he said the same thing. He's like, the only reason why I did it is because this movie means so much to me. And also, like, the content of the movie, like, I want to be able to own it.
Because it's about a black people owning their culture and not having it taken away from vampires or the KKK. Like, people just think the vampire shit is just in there just because. I'm like, no, the vampire shit's in there because it's also a white guy trying to appropriate our culture. The nigga even says, he's like, I want your music, I want your songs. Even if it's coming from a place I understand, he's still trying to appropriate our shit. So fuck you.
Yeah, because he straight up says, he's like, yeah, I want that ability to be able to contact my own ancestors. Like, and then he, right before he tries biting homie's neck, he's like, yeah, the vampire who turned me stole my father's land. Like,
it's literal colonization. Like, the circle of colonization just keeps on turning.
And here's the thing, 25 years, right? Like, in 25 years, he's going to get the rights back. They can make so much money off of that.
Exactly.
And the last 25 years, like,
exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
So stop.
I will not be surprised if it ends up getting like some big 25th anniversary Criterion release. Like,
I see, that's the thing I would be doing if I'm a filmmaker. If I get to that level, I would make the same deals as all these filmmakers do, which is first dollar gross, because that's what they all do. I would have the same shit as Nolan. Like, yo, you got to press film prints and IMAX prints, and this has to be on IMAX for at least 3 weeks. And for me, the last, I wouldn't ask for the rights back because, like, I don't give a shit. Like, as long as it's out there,
right?
I would say, first and foremost, home media rights have to go to Criterion. This has to get a Criterion release. So you guys got to work with Criterion, and this has to be in their collection. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they'll be like, all right, fine, sure.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's less money on their end.
Oh yeah. And they will put more care and work into it than they would. Because, like, don't get me wrong, WB makes great 4K disc. Like, the transfers are always immaculate, but the special features fucking suck. Like, you don't learn anything about the movie other than watching it. And, like, that's the one thing with Criterion is, like, you're gonna get like a whole disc of special features. Like, you're just like,
they're gonna make it worth it.
Like, the only movie recently that had like great special features top to bottom was Oppenheimer. Like, those motherfuckers gave you 2 documentaries. that honestly makes the film better because there's shit in those documentaries where I'm just like, yo, Chris, you should have put this shit in the movie. So, all right, we're circle back around to movies on our next part, but let's move on to TV. And I want to talk about Lazarus. This show is entertaining as fuck. We're really ramping it up now that the team is splitting up. They all have different parts of the mission to get this cure from this dude. And I love how every episode ends. It'll be like 28 days left or 27 days left. Because remember, they got 30 days till mankind is kaput. Man, I wish I could be in the pharmaceutical game because I do the same shit. I'd be like, yo, y'all niggas disappointed me. So those drugs you took, I activated this shit. Now mankind's done because we don't deserve to live.
I mean, honestly, isn't that what they did with fucking Oxycontin?
Yes.
Yeah, but Oxycontin was like heroin, bro. That's not even like that's totally different. That was legalized heroin, like literally. And now they just replace Oxycontin with like opioids. So,
right.
But the other problem with it was that like they were actively like pushing for their shit to be prescribed over other alternatives, which is why that family that created it is like being sued by anyone and everyone in like 5 different governments because they're like, yo, like you're literally murdering people.
Yeah, nigga, that shit was literally legal heroin.
Right.
So, Lazarus, amazing. Trey, you could jump in on this. You watched, we finished The Wheel of Time. What do you think of this season?
Man, this season, I think this is one of the best seasons, to be honest with you. And I think it's because every character had something to do and every character's arc progressed in a meaningful way. It was also like some of the best cinematography the show's ever had. Like it's very obvious Amazon's throwing more and more money at it every season. But yeah, no, I think this is my favorite season of the show so far. I can't wait for the next season. I do think they got to work on the pacing a little bit because like this is definitely the best the pacing has been in the show. But like this is something we talked about, like where it started off strong and then it kind of like dips. Mm-hmm. And then towards the end, it picks right back up again to the point where you're like, how are they going to wrap all this up?
It really is episode 4 on. I think episode 4 might be the best episode of this show ever because that episode is fucking amazing. It's wild. This has the same production value as Foundation, honestly.
Really? Yeah. I mean, that's that's money then. That's money and care.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, they use CG, but mostly it's sets and locations. Like they're really there. They're really on sets. The creatures, real makeup and shit.
Yeah, like they use dummies. There was like a few dummies in like the last 2 episodes where I was like, damn, that's gruesome.
Yeah, because this season ends on a very significant note where I'm just like, this could go one of 2 ways, and they were trying to prevent this the entire season of like, oh boy, and we get here and you're just like, all right, well, either this nigga's gonna be good or this nigga's gonna destroy the world, and we don't know. The way the show ends, you're just like, oh no, oh boy, it's either triumphant or tragic. So, Wheel of Time season 4. I'm at season 3. I hope it does get a season 4. It's probably more than likely going to get a season 4. Because what else Amazon has? They fucking cancel everything now.
Well, if they just announced they're making a video game, they gotta greenlight season 4 eventually.
Yeah, nigga, I want to play that game though. I want to be the builder, dog. That's my favorite character.
I don't know if it's gonna be like a straight adaptation or if it's just gonna be like you're in the world, but.
Either or, because that world is so fucking big and rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. This is the only time I want to play as a female in a game. I love to be an Aes Sedai, just channeling my magic and destroying people. I'll be like, your memory's gone. I'm gonna make a knife, a light knife through your throat. Bam, you're dead. You're disappeared.
The shit they did with the magic this season, I was like, yo, what the fuck? That's
bro. I didn't even know they could do half the shit they could do until I watched this season. I'm like, yo, y'all could do this shit?
Yeah, they were fucking lobotomizing people, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now, I don't want to be an Aes Sedai, but, you know, niggas, men can't channel. Men can't channel, but you know.
Oh, that's right.
Except for the dragon. That's why this season, when it ends, I'm just like, oh, fuck, man. Oh, fuck. Look, I love this so much. I now this just made me hungry for season 3 of Foundation. Because, like, now that we got Wheel of Time, I don't mind taking a break from the Wheel of Time, but I need Foundation like yesterday, bro. I need this show to come the fuck back now.
Do you follow David Goyer on Instagram?
Yeah, I just don't see his posts because, you know, the algorithm's all fucked up on Instagram.
Yeah, but like he's posting shit pretty constantly, like behind the scenes and also like concept art. It was like, I cannot wait.
Yeah, Foundation, baby. Woo-wee. All right. And now I'm gonna get into the Law and Order franchise. Last week, my man Stabler came back, and now it is a Peacock original, and they don't give no fucks. The first 2 episodes of season 5, Organized Crime. Stabler is getting shot the fuck up in these first 2 episodes. I'm like, bro should be dead, man. Like, god damn. I feel bad.
Actually taking bullets, or like just in the vest or whatever like that? Like,
no, he's taking bullets. He's taking bullets. He's taking nails from nail guns.
Jesus Christ.
And just as soon as he beats somebody, he's just like, all right, I ain't gonna make it. Like, the dude's dead. Call me an ambulance. And you just see him like pass out. I'm like, god damn, Stabler keeps passing out, bro. Getting shot up and passed out. Yeah, they ain't playing no games this season. Like, it is off to a start. They are coming out full gate, sprinting. Benson's in the first 2 episodes. And it's just like, damn, man. Even Benson's just like, yeah, this shit's fucked up, and I'm going to help you out for these cases. Like, the very first scene, Captain Bell comes to Stabler's house, and he's just like, hey, morning, Ayana. He's like, you want some coffee? And she's like, no. He's like, yeah, we're best friends. Like, you can have some coffee in my house. And she's like, well, Stabler, I need you to go undercover. He's like, I know you don't want to, but I need you to go undercover. And he's just like, god damn it.
Not again. I'm getting too old for this shit.
These first 2 episodes, the crime ring he infiltrates is hard to watch. Deals with some human trafficking shit and involves a little girl, and you're just like, god damn, man.
That explains why Benson's there then.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. It's some fat dude gets involved. Like, some dude sells one of these girls. Oh, I shouldn't call her a girl because she's a full-grown woman. She sells a woman to some fat dude, and the shit this fat dude's doing to her, I'm like, bro, this nigga like Jigsaw.
Oh damn!
So like the dude from A Working Man.
He wanted to fuck her. This dude did not want to fuck her. He's just like, oh, I'm gonna have fun doing like some surgery shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then these first 2 episodes lead directly into the 2-part crossover of Law and Order and SVU.
Okay.
And damn, bro, this was a rough crossover. It was so bad that Price had to work with the lawyer from SVU. Them 2 sat on the trial together to prosecute one nigga. Once they finally got him arrested and put their case together, they had to work together to prosecute this dude because this dude was like bulletproof. And I'm like, bro, it should not take the DA, the assistant DA, and then this special prosecutor who's on SVU. I can't remember homie's name, the Italian dude. He's cool. Take 3 niggas to prosecute this guy. God damn.
That's the American justice system, baby.
I'm saying, man. Benson's getting in the way, though. Like, every time they got to be like, yo, we gotta subpoena this bitch so we could put this dude to jail. And she's like, she's been through a lot, you know? She suffered from it at the hands of him for rape. Now you want to put her through this and have her relive this? And they're just like, what better revenge is there to have her sit on the stand, look this dude in the eye, and be like, yo, he did this. Please send him to jail. And that's exactly what happens. Like, Benson's got to stop that shit. That's how they lost the case in the first episode of the season for Law and Order, because she showed up on some shit. Also, stop putting Benson in this shit. Like, yo, how about we just have crossovers with just Law and Order and Organized Crime? Like, I love Olivia, but every time she shows up on the OG show, I'm like, damn, you gonna fuck this shit up, man.
Too many people love her character.
Yeah, I mean, she's the anchor being.
I mean,
Yeah.
every character from both shows were in both episodes of this crossover. So,
Damn.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Homicide and SVU were working together side by side, which was crazy. Yeah, because Law and Order, they're like, yo, this is a homicide case. We don't need y'all. And they're just like, well, yeah, you're going to need us. And Benson, because she's the captain, she pulled her card like, well, look, I outrank you. I'm captain. So, like, we're here. SVU's here.
Well, I might have to check out this crossover episode.
Yeah, so I'm excited to watch. Today's Thursday. I'm excited to watch the new episode of Organized Crime, because Organized Crime drops every Thursday now on Peacock. Yeah, I'm so glad Organized Crime's back, man. Don't cancel this shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Christopher Maloney left. He didn't even want to come back. Y'all gave him his own show. Like, let this shit live, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, shit. I even hope they bring back Criminal Intent. That shit was hard too. That was cool.
With D'Onofrio or with Goldberg?
But that was the beauty of that show. That was the beauty of that show, is like every other episode, it'd be 1 week it'd be Goldblum, the next week it'd be D'Onofrio, and they just swap back and forth. That was the beauty of that show. That was what made that show awesome. Honestly, they should do that more often. Get movie stars and just rotate. Be like, all right, so, you know, I'll do this part of the season, you do this part of the season, and then we'll do this part. And that's how we rotate every season.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
All I'm going to say is, where's Makad Brooks? He wasn't in the crossover. Fucking racist again. I'm tired of y'all erasing my man Makad Brooks. I get it. He's busy playing Jax in Mortal Kombat 2, but you guys got to start putting him in.
I was about to say, he's probably busy shooting.
Yeah, when's the trailer for that gonna drop, bro? I'm ready.
Oh man,
I'm ready.
The trailer for that dropped already.
Nah,
Oh.
Nah, man, that shit coming out in October, man. Like, and it's filmed in IMAX, so like they gotta hurry up. Yeah, it's filmed in IMAX, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, Carl Urban is fucking Johnny Cage. So
yeah, it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be good, but it's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah. I love the first one. First one's going to be the best Mortal Kombat movie you can get. So if y'all looking for something better than that, you might as well hop off this train right now.
Pretty much.
So that is it. Let's get into trailer talk.
All right. So main reviews. You want to start with Havoc?
Yeah, the fucking... Look, please stop doing this Sin City... Robert Rodriguez shit. Like, I get it. He said in an interview it was inspired by anime, but man, this is some of the worst looking shit I've ever seen. And watching this movie, but when the credits rolled, I was like, damn, bro, now I see why Netflix let this sit on the shelf for like almost 3 years.
Was it 3 years?
I read last night they finished filming this in October of 2021.
Oh shit.
And wow. one of the reasons why they couldn't get it fucking out earlier is because when they put together their first couple of cuts, Gareth Evans realized, we need reshoots. And by the time they got around to doing reshoots, the strike was happening. And I was just like, how the fuck did it take you guys 2 years to get around to reshoots though? Because the strike was in 2023.
I don't know, man. Like, so here's the thing about this movie. 15-year-old me would have probably I liked it. Not even like not loved it, liked it enough to like, oh yeah, Havoc. It's bloody, violent, but you know, older me is like, this is a piece of shit. It's wonky story-wise.
Yeah, right? It makes no fucking sense.
right?
It takes people like 5 clips to die, and by 5 clips, I'm not talking about a handgun. I'm talking like AK-47.
Let's not even talk about the fact that I think throughout the whole entire movie, uh, maybe 30,000 rounds are spent. But I counted the reloads. I think they only reload the guns 4 times.
Yeah, like I would say there's an estimated for a movie that has like 2 main characters and 4 other supporting characters, like close to like 200 people die. Makes no
Right.
fucking sense.
Right. Um, yeah, and so like the Sin City thing, it looks straight AI, right?
Yes, yes.
It it doesn't even look like someone painted it. It looks AI. The fact that it was made 3 or 4 years ago is insane to me. But if you're gonna do that, do it throughout, because there are some scenes that are shot real, like on a real location. I'm guessing are those the reshoots? I don't know.
I don't know. That like me and Trey were watching it, and Trey can even attest to this. There's a shot where the camera it takes place when they're about to ambush Forrest Whitaker, and the camera tilts down, and it tilts down to the chick pulling out the shotgun on the motorcycle, and then it pans over to the left, and all of a sudden it's a Dutch angle. I'm like, how the fuck did this become a Dutch angle? Like it's so. I was like, dog, this. From the dude who made the raid, this should not feel like somebody's first fucking movie. Like this feels like a film school student got a big budget and this is their first fucking movie.
Yeah, I mean,
right
pretty
out of
much.
film school.
Like, I don't care about anybody, right?
Yeah.
Like honestly, like
everybody's a piece of shit.
right? Except for like the lady cop.
Yeah.
Except for the lady cop, but she's in it for maybe 20 minutes, half hour.
It takes people so much to die in this too. I'm like, bro got fucking stabbed in the neck and gets thrown down a flight of stairs and still comes lumbering up. I'm like, and that's like everybody in this movie.
And the dude in the club, right? Like that wasn't even stabbed in the neck. He took a meat cleaver to the neck, and then like you see the blood. Like
I'm just,
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, but I'm just, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
like,
I get what you're saying.
I'm telling you guys, some people like Timothy Oliphant. He's a skinny motherfucker. It takes 3 clips to kill this dude from a machine gun.
Yeah.
It's so overkill. Like, it is juvenile. Like, coming from The Accountant 2 to this, where Gavin O'Connor even said, he's like, I don't like just gratuitous violence for violence sake. He's like, I like it to be a part of the story and part of the world. And that's what makes The Accountant 2 pretty good. Even though that movie's pretty fucking violent and has a high body count, it never feels like gratuitous.
It felt gross. It felt
more juvenile.
It felt more extreme. What was that Mads film? Forever Frozen, whatever like that shit.
What, Valhalla Rising?
No. Like he did a comic book adaptation for Netflix a couple of years ago. Let me look it up. But it felt like an extreme version of that, right? And that was OD fucking violent. Let me look this shit up.
You know what it looks like in the violence of it? It reminds me of if Zack Snyder tried to make a noir.
Right. But at least if Zack Snyder made a noir, it would look good, right? Oh, a Polar. He did a movie called Polar in 2019. It's on Netflix, and it is dumb violent. It is super over the top violent, but at least it knew what it was doing, right? It felt like a comic book, right? Because it's based on a graphic novel. I get that, but they tried to make this a regular ass fucking cop drama, but made it so extreme. It's more extreme than the Raid.
Well,
when it comes to like the graphicness.
Because the Raid, like, motherfuckers were getting chopped up, getting their throats sliced with fucking fluorescent lights. But here's the thing. The Raid, people were pieces of shit in the Raid, and the Raid had heroes. So when you're watching the heroes and the villains really go at it and tear each other apart, it makes it a little more thrilling. This, everybody's a piece of shit, and the story's already so bleak. And it's already like it feels like somebody is like doing their first noir, like a 15
Yeah, but
year
there's
old.
also that one like side character cop who gets shot like 5 times in the gut with a shotgun, and then literally like gets shot 3 times in the face. Like they show where in the face he gets shot, and he's still on the ground like gurgling on his own blood. I'm like, no, you're just dead. There's no breathing anymore. You're done. So there wasn't really anything like that in the raid.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right. And like the tropes in this are just like you said, a first time filmmaker. The silent female badass, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
like do fucking better,
Yeah,
right?
man.
Like
Yeah.
the it, I the whole entire the reason the triad is after them is the mistaken idea, like
Yeah.
right. It's like if you had stopped trying to kill people for a second and just like interrogated somebody, you'd find out that there were 3 motherfuckers who walked in there with hockey masks who killed everybody, right?
So
And and also, like, I got to bring this up: the collateral fucking damage, right?
Oh yeah. The National Guard would eventually be called in. Like it's so bad. Like they would literally send the government would be like, "Yo, we got to send the army because this is insane."
Like when Forrest Whitaker's assistant tries to run,
Yeah, and she gets
they
shot
shoot
in broad daylight in the middle of the fucking street.
in the back, is like, but like she's got nothing to do with this. She is a fucking gig worker.
The club, the opening car chase,
right?
Like even the house at the end where it's just like 500 people descend upon this cabin where this final shootout is. I'm like, bro, why is there so many people involved in this fucking shootout?
Right. And I'll give you, like, the action is well choreographed, but you don't care at all, like, because it's so just beating you over the fucking head, right?
Yeah.
He's a one-trick pony. Like, I'm sorry to say it. Like, it was the Raid, because like his first movie was decent, Marintow, and then he did the Raid, and then he did the Raid 2. And the Raid 2, I was just like, why is this 2.5 hours? Why does this have 10 fucking characters? And it's so convoluted. And then he followed it up with that horror movie that came out on Netflix like 6-7 years ago.
I can't remember that one.
The one with Dan Stevens. I think it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Apostle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad as this.
I'm like, yo, listen, I used to be excited to see this motherfucker's movies. And he now, like, I know his career and is such a like weird state where now he's like, yeah, maybe I'll do the Raid 3 after all. And I'm just like, you know what? Who gives a shit? Fuck this shit. Like I don't care.
Well, and here's the thing. He made the Raid 2, but there was a better version of Raid 2. It was called Dread, right? Like, he can't even do his own shit anymore, right? Because people have done his shit better.
Dread, no, because the problem with the Raid 2 is like it wanted to be like this epic sweeping crime saga. Like remember the bad guy from the first one was recasted as the homeless dude, and that homeless dude has a whole side story. Lasts like half the movie only for him to be unceremoniously killed at the end of the second act.
I don't remember shit about that movie.
Yeah, see?
I remember the car chase, and I only remember the car chase because I saw behind the scenes.
Right, and it's crazy that they have a knife fight in a moving car. Like that, I'll give them that. Like that in the prison, like where Rama was in the stall and he kept opening up the door to beat up one dude and he'll beat up another dude, and then the prison riot in the yard, that was pretty hard. But that's all I remember.
Right.
I remember they had those gimmick characters. It was like Baseball Boy and Hammer Girl, and they were stupid.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that shit.
Yeah, man. It's too much.
And he did Gangs of London, which, like I said, the first season, it was all right.
I couldn't get past the first episode.
Second season is like, all right, now, I think it's the same problem you found with the Raid 2. He was trying to be too operatic, but without any sort of nuance, subtlety, or talent.
I mean, the problem with the raid 2 is not only did we have like 20 characters, each character had like 2 nicknames.
Yeah. Like I said, I watched the raid 2 once.
Yep.
I can't.
Yep.
Besides the car chase, I don't remember a goddamn thing about it.
I went to the press screening for the raid 1. It had a Q&A afterwards. We all walked out of that motherfucker on a high. Then when the raid 2 finally came out, we got the next press screening. We all looked at each other like, sure.
Yeah. So Havoc, it had to be cheaper than Electric State.
I will say this, now that Netflix has been activated for the month, I can't believe y'all motherfuckers pay $26.55 for this shit. Because outside of Rebel Ridge and the first episode I've seen of the new season of You, y'all are paying too much for this shit. And Ted Sarandos is saying, the theater model is outdated. I'm like, with this shit that you got on here, nigga? Seriously?
Yeah, I pay $15 a month. I'm not paying anything more than that.
You still paying too much,
right? Like, but I've been with Netflix since it was DVD, right? So like, it's nostalgia that keeps me on the shit, and then every once in a while, they'll give you an Adolescence, right? Every once in a while.
If that's worth it in your mind, then God bless.
Yeah, but like, yeah. So Havoc is. Look, I'm glad Tom Hardy was able to get a pool, right, or whatever he had to pay off.
Yeah, and I guess we'll review Carry On. Well, I'll review Carry On next episode because we're halfway through it. Like, this motherfucker is difficult to get through.
I mean, we saw every other Carry On seems like a worse version of fucking Phone Booth or fucking any of those voice directing you to do anything movies.
I literally compared it to Phone Booth while we were watching it.
Yes, you did. Yes,
right?
You did.
Nick of Time, right? All those shits. Yeah. What was the one that just recently came out that was like that? Disembodied voice? I can't remember. Yeah. Everything else, I like the concept, right? Like, the concept is always good. It's the execution, and nothing I saw from that trailer made me say, "Oh yeah, no, this is going to be a worthy genre entry into motherfuckers making you do shit over the phone genre."
It looks so far it's whatever. I never saw the trailer for it. I just heard about how good it was. 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, and yet The Accountant 2 has 76%. I'm gonna tell you what, if Thunderbolts has a lesser rating on the tomato meter than Carry On, we gotta have an honest talk about the film community, bro.
There's
critical
no
community.
way. There is absolutely fucking no way that has that fucking Carry On has a better score than fucking Thunderbolts.
Well,
I mean, in a just world.
Well, I mean, so Thunderbolts, I'm glad Marvel's just back to making motherfucking movies, because like, this was long overdue. I was just like, man, y'all used to do this shit in phase 1. Like, don't get me wrong, there's CG and there's CG backgrounds and you can tell, but at least the motherfucker looks finished, and 90% of this is practical.
Right. And like, honestly, the acting is so good, the action is so good, and honestly,
it has a beginning, middle, and end.
Right. And yeah. And the comedy is so good that you're not even looking for the faults, right? Because you're so engaged in this goddamn story that any faults that like would become apparent, you're just like, it gets a pass.
It's the first superhero movie to deal with trauma and mental health.
Right.
It's fucking wild.
I mean, honestly, I don't want to ruin it for you, anybody who's watching it, but the main villain is some shit that most of us deal with every day.
So, Thunderbolts, Allegra De Fontaine is tying up loose ends because some shit goes wrong and she's being subpoenaed by the U.S. Congress because, it's pretty obvious. She's just, every time you look at her, you're just like, God damn, you are just slimy and evil. Like, walk into the room, you're just like, ugh, I want to go shower. Congress is like, yo, we got to get her the fuck out of here. Bucky is a congressman. He's leading the charge with Wendell Pierce. And she's trying to tie up loose ends because a mission went wrong. And those loose ends include U.S. Agent, Yelena, the new Black Widow, Ghost, Ava Starr, and Taskmaster.
We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, aka He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies. You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best. It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFireXL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.